session was rounded up. We learned much. We learned much each other, our challenge and our joy are reaching to the end. It's the time to make the overall evaluation. We began our forum in the very beginning opening session with the following sentences. Thank you, but no thank you for the development, no thank you for the globalization of Western-rooted social work. Please do not force us that social work. In these 2 days, we confirmed the following items. Number 1, each team seemed to be uncomfortable, at least not to be comfortable with the globalization of Western-rooted social work. Number 2, all teams referred to the word indigenous, quote unquote, indigenous, indigenization, indigenous knowledge, and so on. 3, there were 2 different teams or different approaches or the models among our 5 teams. On the screen, we have 2 different approaches or models. With which do we begin? Our way of thinking, our way of approaching, a way of understanding, a way of practicing. With which do we start? One is we'll start with Western-rooted social work. The other was we'll start with indigenous social work. Of course, now not many people agree with pure 100% pure Western-rooted social work. Some indigenization, some adaptation would be necessary for social work to function effectively in each region. Or like a decolonization, you have to take out some elements of Western-rooted social work today. Then, not many people simply insist on Western-rooted social work, but most of them are favorable. It's adapted or indigenized Western social work, Western-rooted social work. But some other people prefer to start with not Western-rooted social work, but indigenous social work itself. Of course, again, not necessarily pure 100% of pure indigenization, indigenous social work, but some element should be put in from the Western side. Then adapted or westernized indigenous social work would be the realistic existence in the world. Among us, my understanding may or may not be wrong, but for example, African team and Oceanian team, probably they belong to the first group. And Buddhism group, Buddhist social group, and I may be wrong, but maybe that spirituality social group belong to the latter. The crevice between two groups are huge. I don't know how we can feel it. I don't know what we should do from now on. But this was the finding, one of the clear finding by us. What shall we do? Should we say goodbye here? Or should we say goodbye until next meeting next year? To Aufheben the difference. On behalf of ARIISW, excuse me, ARIISW, our institute, ARIISW, and on behalf of my colleagues of ARIISW, we'd like to express our sincere appreciation to all co-sponsoring organizations, JASWA, Japanese Association of Social Work Education, AASSW, ARIISW, ASWA, and the University of Johannesburg. Thank you very much. Without your cooperation and joint work, we couldn't have achieved our what to call challenging endeavor. We also would like to express our appreciation to all coordinators of each team and all presenters, all participants from all over the world. I heard just that the total of participants were around 500, although there are a lot of overlaps. I added the participants' number of each session. Maybe now Joseph has counted, maybe around 500. But of course, many people attended more than 2 sessions. And I heard about 100,000 people anyway clicked our advertisement poster. Oh. 500 seemed to be a little bit too many. He counted the photo to 426, but anyway, it's a huge number for us. And actual registration before we started this two-day event reached 300, 500, 350. As a first challenge, I think, as far as these numbers are concerned, that's very successful. And also, I'd like to express my appreciation, our appreciation to our own colleagues and a lot of people kindly worked behind the scene. They supported us. And also, I have to express my appreciation to my university, which made this event possible. Thank you very much. Shall we say goodbye forever? Or shall we say goodbye until next meeting? Thank you very much.